And good evening now. We begin with coronavirus as the CDC has issued guidelines ahead of the new school year. Suggestions calling for masks for some teachers and students. But if you're wondering if that will be the case here in South Carolina, the answer is no. News 19's Eleanor Tabone tells us more.
As it has so often, face masks for students came up as an issue at the latest meeting of the Lexington-Richland 5 School Board.
I'm aware there was a proviso added to the budget that prohibited state-funded schools from attempting to mandate any of these for 1 year. However, it would be beneficial and proactive to see our district lead and implement policy that would be permanent and assure us that we have our children's best interests at hand.
I know the CDC had put out guidelines saying that anybody not vaccinated, students or staff, should have to wear masks during the school year, especially little ones wearing masks. That can be scary.
If you listen to what the CDC said last week, they seem to say masks still could be on the horizon for the fall. The CDC says masks should be worn indoors by all individuals 2 and older who are not fully vaccinated. But that's not going to be the case in South Carolina. State lawmakers passed a proviso that was part of a state budget which bars any South Carolina school district from creating a mask mandate in any school facility, meaning no masks in class. And in a memo to all school districts this month, State Superintendent of Education Molly Spearman said her agency also has decided it will no longer enforce masks on buses either. In fact, any district that tries to put in a mandatory mask mandate could face a penalty. Should a district decide to act contrary to this law, state funding may be withheld, Spearman wrote. Since that memo came out, districts that still had some type of mask requirement are announcing they are lifting those measures. Richland 1 said staff and students will not be required to wear masks inside district schools or other facilities on district property or on school buses. And Richland 2 says their students and faculty will not have to wear masks either, saying the district still encourages the wearing of face coverings, especially for those who have not received the COVID-19 vaccine. Lexington-Richland 5 says masks are currently encouraged for staff and students, but not required. To be clear, statewide, a student or teacher could still wear a mask if they want to, but it won't be required. The CDC did go further with other suggestions beyond masks, including 3 feet of distance between desks. On Friday, Dr. Brandon Traxler, DHEC Public Health Director, said her agency was looking over what the CDC put out and would use some of those suggestions as part of guidance it will eventually give to South Carolina schools. Students deserve the opportunity to learn in a safe environment, and South Carolina's teachers, parents, school administrators and other employees should also be able to work in Palmetto State schools without the fear of getting sick. In Columbia, Eleanor Tabone, News 19 WLTX.